Jaguar and American Eagle, they've both caused quite a stir. In the past year, they've both had pretty tough launches. Jaguar with the Copy Nothing rebrand or refresh, and more recently, American Eagle's turbulent Sydney Sweeney Has Great Jeans brand campaign. Both have caused a stir for very different and quite frankly political reasons. And both of these campaigns have been at the detriment of their own brand. But was this intentional? Did they mean to do this? Basically, is controversy intentional by these brands? Let's talk about what a brand is. But to know what it is, we have to know what it isn't. A brand is not a logo, it's not a product, and it's not how it looks. However, a brand is a feeling, it's also an emotional connection and a tribe, a family. When you think about Jaguar, you think of British traditionalism, you think of the gentleman, kind of like James Bond. That is the feeling that Jaguar gives. That is the brand feeling. American Eagle, you think of patriotism and empowerment. But since Jaguar's rebrand, they've embraced an extravagant sense of modernism, boasting brand statements like copy nothing, create exuberance, and delete ordinary. This combined with bright colours, a gentle sans serif logotype, and a large cast of haute couture fashion models, it's safe to say this newly proposed Jaguar brand is a far cry from their position as the highbrow British antagonist car that opposed Britain's own hero brand, Aston Martin. This approach was considered woke and an offence to the rich history of Jaguar that people believed upheld strong traditional British values. When it comes to American Eagle, their new statement was related to their new brand ambassador, Sydney Sweeney, where they used a double entendre in Sydney Sweeney Has Great Jeans. A double entendre is a word that can be insinuated to have two meanings, a bit risque. And in this case, it was in the word jeans. This insinuates that her clothes are great, the jeans, but the double entendre comes when it's about her appearance, her biological genes. The actual messaging is within Sydney Sweeney's own brand, but because of the use of the double entendre, a lot of people have taken a lot of different messaging from it. Some consider it very offensive. So it's safe to say that both Jaguar and American Eagle have recently been very divisive with their rebrand and their brand campaigns. But is there a method to this that is intentional? Did they mean to do this? When creating a brand, we all hope that it stands out, that people can see it, it gets a lot of eyeballs and a lot of media attention. And nearly all the time, the hope is that that would be positive, that the media attention would be good, but a lot of the time recently, that's not been the case. But when we look at Jaguar and their recent rebrand, we kind of think back to what they used to be. And we look at the brand today as to what it became during the rebrand with no car. It alienates the audience who once loved Jaguar because the visuals are so different and the messaging behind the brand completely changed. Is this a bad thing? No. Brands do this all the time, but Jaguar wanted to make a huge statement about how they're going to be original. They're not going to copy anyone else. They're going to be themselves and design cars that they want. That's the message that they wanted to get towards you. They are completely different. But the message that people received was one that wasn't intended. And during this rebrand, they got a lot of eyeballs. They got a lot of coverage in the media. Everyone was talking about them. But did that translate into a lot of eyeballs into the product? No. The video says otherwise. Now, the failure of Jaguar's rebrand is pretty clear. And we know this because they are actually doing something that I call debranding. They are reverting back. They've realized that the campaign, the refresh that they didn't give the correct message. The CEO was let go, and they haven't been posting content since that has been anything similar towards the brand refresh. The stagnation in the brand of Jaguar shows that this hasn't worked. Most likely because they're thinking and strategizing of ways to change what they've already changed. This reminds me of Bud Light, where back in 2023, they actually tried to elevate their own brand image. And they did this with a Super Bowl commercial. You can see that it's not what you're used to when you see videos like this. This was acknowledged as leaving their old ways behind. But again, it was badly received. We know this because over the next 2 years, they backtracked by adding in Shane Gillis and Post Malone back into their adverts, giving it that original take. Just before we go any further, today's video is sponsored by Recraft. Recraft is an image generation and editing tool designed to empower creators and teams and enhance their workflow for both speed and creative freedom. Something that I've been recently enjoying using is the Infinity Style Library. To try it out, go to the new style section in Recraft. You can browse styles, so filter styles by photorealistic or illustration, or even search by style, object, topic, like Christmas or Halloween. Once you find a style that you like, you can click to save it, or even just click to see more images in that style. Now, this is amazing for my workflow and helps me a lot because it allows me to come up with ideas fast and find inspiration quickly when kickstarting a project. Click the link below to try Recraft today for free. Also, if you want $11 off, use code WILLPAT. They've got so many tools and I think you'll love it. Thanks Recraft for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the controversy. Now I think the American Eagle brand campaign that they did was intentional to get people watching. By that, I think they knew that some people would have a backlash towards this. And we know this because of an advert that looked so similar that was created in the 1980s. The Brooke Shields Calvin Klein advert. She does exactly the same thing, but it looks less modern. She is talking metaphorically about jeans during it. And at that time, when that advert aired, it got a lot of complaints and a lot of backlash. Now, American Eagle, they must have known that this would have happened and it would happen again. Now, although Calvin Klein in the 80s put this advert out, it got a lot of negative responses from people and it was quite divisive. Some people liked it, a lot of people didn't because of the metaphor that they were using. But because of that advert, it got a lot of people watching and a lot of people started to understand the brand, what they sold, and people would therefore probably buy their products because it's in front of them. Everyone's talking about it. American Eagle doing the same thing, it will translate exactly the same way. People who see this advert will be in one of two camps. Do they agree with the advert? Do they disagree? The people who agree become part of the tribe. The people who disagree will also be part of a tribe that isn't American Eagle. This is how all brands work. Everyone lies within a family of brands. You have those brands that you like, whether it's iPhone, whether it's a certain Dr. Pepper or Pepsi or Coke. Which one is it? The difference between the people who choose them and what makes you choose them is the values of that brand most of the time. With American Eagle being all American, this messaging will make people want to choose them. But in order to get people to choose you as a brand, you must also get people to not choose you. Creating a divisive brand actually creates not just a divisive brand, but a decisive one. What do we stand for? And brands that stand for something will normally annoy people, people won't like them, and people will find other alternatives. But in the modern age that we're in, if your brand does a campaign, such as the Copy Nothing campaign from Jaguar or this American Eagle Sydney Sweeney advert, it's going to cause a lot of disturbance and it's free marketing. So knowing all that, is controversy with these brands intentional? Are they trying to be controversial to get more eyeballs on them? I think yes. The reason why I believe that is because even though Jaguar has failed in its recent rebrand, there's still a lot of people who love the new style of where it went. But all this does is it leaves us all in anticipation. We're all still fans of Jaguar. And the problem isn't did we like what Jaguar were, it's about what are they going to do next. And this leads us to anticipation. So their next launch of anything they do is going to have a lot of eyeballs on because of what's happened. Same with American Eagle. People are going to be watching them very closely into their next launch. And also, a lot of people, not surprisingly, will become brand loyal to them because of the messaging they've given, because of the double entendre. When people are controversial, they tend to divide and conquer. When you see people on social media who say things that are outright controversial, they'll normally get a lot of eyeballs on. Look at YouTube, look at any brand. When someone says something controversial or something happens, people will watch it, and that is effective. But what it's not effective at is actually selling the product itself. Calvin Klein, despite their controversies in the 1980s with that advert, have remained highly successful. And I think American Eagle will too, because of this controversy. People are drawn to controversy. People want opinions. What brands do is they give you a chance to be validated or to join a tribe that doesn't agree. And I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, press that subscribe button down below, comment below what you think, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I'll catch you in the next video.